I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration that made ladies sing the blues. I'm the spark that makes your idea bright. The same spark that lights the dark so that you can know your left from your right. I am the ballad in your box, the bullet in the gun, the inner glow that let you know to call your brother son. The story that just begun, the promise of what's to come. And I'ma remain a soldier till the war is won. Chop, 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 but you don't flip. Chop, 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 but you don't flip. Chop, chop, chop.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back. And I said welcome back to yet another video. We are back once again to talk about the Michael Jackson biopic. As you all may know, of course they're making a Michael Jackson movie, and I have not seen anything to showcase that it's going to be a two-parter or a three-parter. You feel me? I have not seen any of that yet. Even though we clearly need that. We clearly need a two-parter or a three-parter. I don't get why would we even not even think to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you can fit Michael's whole life into 2 hours or one film, like, at all. You can't do that. But if they are, I feel like these are 10 things that need to be really, like, pushed. You feel me? These things need to be addressed within his not documentary, but biopic. You feel me? Like, I don't know how they're going to fit all this stuff in there within 2 hours and 30 minutes. And plus other things I've missed. Because trust and believe, I've missed a lot. I've missed a lot of, when you know as much about Michael Jackson as I do, I know I missed a good amount. But if I just had to choose 10 things, and even that might be asking for too much, these are the 10 things that I feel like that definitely need to, like, be addressed. You feel me? These 3 things need to be in the film. So I don't want to make this video too long. We're going to get into it. So the first thing is, of course, his childhood. We need that pushed. We need that. We definitely need to see that. I'm sorry. We're going to have to. This is a movie about Michael Jackson. I get that we saw his childhood in the Jackson's American Dream. You feel me? We did see that. However, that even though it was 30 years ago, nah, that's the thing. It's 30 years ago. A lot of people nowadays, I don't know if people really put that on like that. I'll be honest with you. The Jackson's American Dream, I don't know. I feel like that we need an updated version for the new generation. And don't get me wrong, most stuff from 30 years ago in the entertainment world is much better than now. You feel me? But the idea of Michael Jackson has really changed since that movie and 2023. And I feel like the new generation need to see this recently, need to see this now, need to understand Michael Jackson's childhood now. You feel me? Because, you know, it's just something that I feel like needs to be done now. You feel me? It needs to be retold. You feel me? Clearly. So, yeah, we need to see Michael Jackson's childhood. And more than just, oh, he was singing in the Jackson 5. No, we need to see, of course, his abuse. You feel me? That needs to be addressed. His relationship with his father. You feel me? These things, of course, need to be addressed because Michael's problems later in his life, it stems from a childhood. It stems from a broken childhood. We see them hours that he was working, how he felt about other kids playing on the playground and everything like that, and him looking. You feel me? Like, we need that. We need to feel his childhood. I feel like his childhood definitely needs to be addressed 100%. And yeah, you feel me? His insecurities also from his childhood need to be rearranged as well. If that needs to be inside the film too, his insecurities, because whether we like it or not, Michael clearly had a lot of insecurities. So yeah, I digress. And that kind of leads us to his skin disorder. You feel me? We all know about vitiligo. That clearly needs to be pushed within this film. Vitiligo was something that Michael clearly struggled with. With all the makeup and the bleaching creams that he would use, how he would try to hide the vitiligo, how people would literally take away his own blackness or strip him of his black card or invalidate his blackness because of the disorder. You feel me? And everything else. You feel me? That clearly needs to be addressed. And like we said, his insecurities that needs to be in the film as well. This and how vitiligo didn't help. You feel me? How he went from changing his appearance, like his nose, his, you know, things with his face, of course, that yeah, clearly we need that in the documentary on why this happened, why A happened to B, and why this happened. You understand what I'm saying? Cause and effect. But yeah, his skin disorder, which he struggled with literally on most of his life, we definitely need to see that pushed. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I've seen pictures of Jafar Jackson. Well, you know, the fans creating like little deep fakes of Jafar Jackson on Michael in the eras where his skin was, of course, light, like in the Dangerous era. Those don't really look good, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. They don't really look that good. I don't know if it's the deep faking thing, but they're not really looking too good. So either I don't know how they're gonna do Jafar Jackson doing other eras like that. It's like he's the best for Thriller era and Off the Wall and stuff like that, but Dangerous, maybe bad. Like, I don't know. I hope we don't have another flex. I promise you that better not happen. The next thing that needs to be pushed in the documentary is Michael Jackson's determination. We all know that Michael had extreme determination, extreme high hopes, and extreme drive to really push, to really be a great dancer, great singer in his music and everything like that. And I read a note that he created, and it was saying that he wants to be the best, that he wants to try to be the best. He wants the whole world to love him, this, that, and the third. We need to see that. Like, I don't think we really talk about his will to succeed in music enough. He wanted to be as big as Elvis. He wanted to be bigger. He wanted to reach high standards. He wanted to be that dude. It turned out that he was. So I want to see that. I want to see how he was influenced. I would love to see his determination and see how he practiced too. Like, how did he go about making dances? How did he go about creating music, dances? And that leads to the next thing, and that is song making process. The song making process was important. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see it in the film on how he created music. He created a lot of hits growing up, and I want to see how he did it. What inspired him to really create them? Of course, he would say God is the one who showed him. God is the one who laid it out for him. He gives all his credit to God. But I want to see what did he do with God's work. How did he? Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good too. I want to see that. I want to see how he did that. And I know a lot of these things can't really be addressed in the film because, well, Michael's not here himself. So a lot of this stuff might not be 100% accurate, but I would still like for them to put it in, you feel me, as accurately as they can do it, even though Michael isn't really here. The fifth thing is the media. That is the fifth thing I would like for them to put in this movie. Let me explain why. The media was a huge part of Michael's life. A huge part. The media was hounding Michael left and right. The paparazzi, click, this, that, and the third. I want to see that. I want to see the effects of the media on him. I know that could be very depressing, but Michael's story had a lot of hurt in it, man. We just talked about his childhood and his skin disorder and this, that, and the third. We need to see the media held accountable in this biopic. We need to see a lot of the media held accountable. as many foul things has been written about this man. Oh yeah, we need to see the media really kind of called out in this biopic, because the media said, and literally, when I say said, they said literally anything about Michael, true or false. It didn't care. They didn't care at all. They didn't leave this man any room to rest at all. In life, even in death, there's so much fake stuff that is written about this man on a daily basis. But yeah, y'all know how I say, right, that anything that was said about Michael Jackson, right? No, anytime somebody speaks on Michael Jackson, has zero idea what they're talking about. And that's what the media did half the time. And they fed that into the world. And now the world is the exact same way. So yeah, the media definitely needs to be held accountable in this biopic. And I cannot wait until it is. But of course, the allegations. Ugh. I'm gonna speed past this part because I grew tired of talking about them. But we need that addressed. We need that addressed. We need that addressed. You feel me? We kind of need his allegations, his side of the allegations, to show that this man didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? We need to show the kind of man that this man actually was, and not the man that the media tends to paint him out to be. You know what I mean? And these bogus documentaries that paint him out like it. We need to show the true Michael. The Michael that was just trying to recreate his own childhood. You know what I mean? We need his search for his own childhood. You feel me? Michael was very naive in the things that in the people that he let in. But we need to see that in the biopic. The next one is the humanitarian work. The humanitarian work and the generosity of Michael Jackson needs to be 1,000% addressed. That's how I feel. I feel like this needs to be addressed. Let me explain why. Actually, you don't really know explanation. We just need to see. Michael was one of the most generous people I've ever read about. He's done so much things for people that he didn't have to do, and it's like, wow, that's incredible. That's beautiful. We need to see that addressed. I can't wait to see that happen, because when you hear about the things that Michael has done, and the things that he's done without the recognition, without this, that, and the third, we need to see that. We need to see, like, when you read about it, it's like this man was the most sweetest person ever. One of the kindest celebrities ever. And yeah, it's crazy. We need to see his generosity, because he in all of the cities and states and continents and countries that he's visited, whatever, he's given back to every single one of those places that he's visited. You feel me? Well, maybe not every single one, but he's given to a majority of the places that he's visited. You know what I'm saying? He visited children at the hospital, gave them new beds, gave them all type of new stuff. You feel me? To help them with their sickness and their illnesses. And people don't talk about that. People never talk about that. He was one of the most sweetest people in the industry. People just shrug it off and ignore it. It's like, nah, we need that. We need his humanitarian work in this film. That needs to be addressed. Next up is his relationships with females. It's been speculated over the years that Michael was never attracted to females. Or Michael was gay. Or, of course, Michael liked children. It's been speculated throughout most of his adult career that he was never really attracted to women. He wasn't sexual at all. He was chemically castrated. He was a virgin, like But people have also said, yeah, Michael was definitely sexually active with females. Michael was definitely attracted to females. Michael would have sex every night, this, that. And I'm like, we need that addressed. We need Michael's relationships with females in the film. Yeah, we definitely need that. I feel like we do. I know we do. I think Michael should definitely that should definitely be addressed. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need a lot of this speculation with his relationship with females just kind of dead. And I feel like if we could really convey, maybe not every single private moment or detail, but we definitely need it. Like his marriages with Lisa Marie Presley and Debbie Rowe. Of course, we're going to need that. Of course, we're going to need to dive into their marriage. I mean, it's none of our business, but this is a biopic, bro. Everything that isn't our business is going to be our business. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? We need to definitely clear up any misconceptions about Michael when it comes to his relationship with females. You feel me? Because I'm not going to lie, even for a while, I thought, yeah, I don't think Michael was really a sexual person at all. Really. Like, for a while, I would think that. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, this documentary would definitely showcase everything when it comes to that. The next thing is his drug usage. Okay, this is important. His drug usage is the main reason, the main reason of his death. He overdosed, and that's terrible. That was really honestly terrible to really hear about, that he was so dependent on drugs. And you know, his doctor's an idiot. You feel me? I mean, his death is definitely going to be addressed in the biopic. I didn't write it down because I was not thinking about writing about his passing within this biopic. I keep saying documentary, but yeah, of course we're going to go over that. You feel me? That's going to be in there. I'm pretty sure that I don't want to talk about it, but his drug usage. His drug usage that's important. Like his Pepsi commercial, which will probably be early in the film. That's definitely going to be the strong push that really pushes Michael to go into drug usage and start depending on it, like painkillers and sleeping. It's a lot. It's a lot for Michael, and it pains me. But that definitely needs to be addressed. It definitely needs to be addressed within his biopic. And to the final one, I might be cheating, but I'll slide this in here. But we need Michael's terrible treatment. We need Michael's terrible treatment. Like, since we were talking about his death, we need Michael's terrible treatment leading up to his death by the promoters, by making him do more shows than he really signed on for, and treating him terribly before the "This Is It" announcement. Yeah, that's a lot, but I didn't put that in my list, so I guess I won't go too much into that. But the final thing that I would want to say needs to be in this documentary. I keep saying documentary, might as well be at this point. In this biopic is Michael's relationship with his children. You know, I haven't talked about Paris, Blanket, and Prince like that on this channel, but you know what I'm saying? They're doing everything they can to really kind of keep Michael's name alive. You know what I'm saying? They're really out here doing things, especially Prince is doing a good amount of stuff with this with his biopic. He's really kind of involved that I know of. So yeah, I would love to see his relationship with his children. You feel me? Him as a father, because Michael Jackson as a father really kind of goes overlooked and kind of questioned because of the whole baby balcony accident. which was stupid. They'll probably touch. I don't think they'll probably touch on that. I'm not gonna lie, even though I'm be. I don't even talk about that, but yeah. I want to see Michael's relationship with his children, because when we know about Michael's loneliness, you know what I'm saying? It's been said that Michael was extremely lonely at the end of his life, or even throughout it. Michael felt really lonely. I'm not gonna lie. We probably need to address that too. I know I keep just adding things, but we need to address his loneliness too. You know, Michael was very lonely, and when he had his children around, he felt amazed. You know what I'm saying? He really felt like he had purpose when he was a father. And I want to see that. I want to see a relationship with his children. Yeah, I don't think we ever really talk about Michael Jackson, the father, like that. And I feel like when that's addressed in the biopic, people will look at him kind of differently, in a good way. And honestly, I know people love to question if that's his real kids or not. I'm not going to talk about that. Maybe save that for the biopic. Or I'll save my thoughts for another day. But yeah, you feel me? Answer the question if that's his biological kids or not. Do I think those are... I don't know. I think they're adopted. I think Blanket might be his. But I don't really think they're really his. I'm be real with you. They might not be his, I don't think they're his biologically, right? Blanket could be. I feel like he just adopted him. Pretty much, I feel like he just adopted him. What's it called? Blanket, of course, had a surrogate mother. And Debbie Rowe could have had, whatever. Let that be addressed in the biopic. So, yeah, those are really 10, maybe even more things that I want to see prioritized in this biopic. But I'm not really hearing much about it that this is going to be more than one part. So I'm kind of irritated about that, because how can you fit all of this into just 2 hours and 30 minutes? Plus, there's more things to really discuss, like Michael's fashion, Michael's glove, Michael's influences, this, that, and the third. You feel me? Like, this is a lot more, but this is already a lot right here. Yes, and I write my notes in marker. So what? So that was the end of the video. It's Michael's birthday this month, so I will be making a video on that day. Hopefully, it will be uploaded on that day. And yeah, these are things that I want to see in the biopic, bro. And I'm saying, I'm nervous about this biopic extremely, because I don't know how they're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But let's see. All right, that was the end of the video. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and yeah.